What's going on, man? What's up? Fair use, YouTube. Nah, just about to do something. How you doing? Good to see you. Yo, so it's this dude I watch, right? I just started finding this content. Just started getting into his shit. And cool, I've been watching the channel. Yo, why I turn on, I just happen to be scrolling on fucking YouTube and I see an example of exactly what the fuck he was talking about. Shit crazy. I'm about to show you. It's fucking sad. Uh, so it's this guy. So it's this guy. His name is Brooklyn Saint Mickle, right? Yeah, that's him up there on the thing. So what it is? He's he's pretty dope dude, and he's reading. He reads from this book, The Black Bourgeoisie, right, by Dr. Franklin Frazier, and he takes the book and breaks that shit down, and then shows you examples of like how you can see it today. It's just dope. So I just happened to be watching this shit on YouTube, and I said, "Yo, that's exactly what the fuck he was talking about." And it just happens to be at this black Republican, black Republican thing. Um, so you got two black Republicans, three, on a stage, and it appears to be in a cigar lounge or of some sorts. Maybe not a lounge, but someplace, and they're able to smoke inside. We're gonna take a quick look here. All right. Here it says heckler presses Republican black man on reparations and gets shut down. Right. So, but at the start of the video, you see it's at 11 seconds, right? All right. So you see it's at 11 seconds. You already got a nigga acting up in this motherfucker, right? And in the book with Brooklyn Saint, he's talking about the struggle, the differences between the black bourgeoisie and every other black person, right? So supposedly, the black bourgeoisie, basically, you could pretty much say that that was the house nigga, right? So the house nigga, they learned a lot of their traditions, qualities, the way to act, and all of that from working around the white folks in the house, for working around the rich people that came around, the elites or whatever, if you want to call them that, when they would throw parties and shit like that, like they worked in the house, so they saw how they moved and they kind of mimicked it. Now, on the other hand, you had the field nigga. The field nigga was treated like shit. You know how that went. You know what I'm saying? So there's been a feud between those two, and upon being freed, a group of blacks went with the uh, bourgeoisie mindset from working and from being a house nigga, and another group of blacks went with the field nigga mentality, right? So Dr. Brooklyn Saint, he goes on, he breaks it down, saying that even today we got those kinds of two different mindsets. which is true because you got some black people that just don't want to be around them ignorant ass niggas, right? And I don't necessarily think it's a bourgeoisie or a house nigga mindset. You just don't want to be around niggas tearing shit up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't consider myself uh, bourgeois at all. I'm a down to earth motherfucker, but I don't like being around niggas who fuck shit up. I don't like being around niggas that turn a good time into a fucking hard time. You know what I mean? So we're gonna get into this video right quick, and you tell me what you think. Oh shit, I know what you're thinking. This nigga listen to fucking classical music. You listen to jazz. You listen to fucking. But that's just music that I like, other than rap and R&B. You know, R&B doesn't even exist anymore. Rap, nah, be chill. It's the shit. Okay, it's just smoke. All right, let's check this shit out. So already 11 seconds in, it's going a little crazy. So these two up here.
That's why I'm asking you to wait. Okay? We have a vote. You know what I'm gonna do? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna end this.
Why are you so wild? You supposed to be concerned about people that came in illegally getting amnesty. And when a black man can go on a run for 20 years when they find him, he don't get no amnesty. So why are you so concerned about anybody that came in?
So his question, you probably weren't able to hear it through the, you know, his question was, why are you so concerned about giving immigrants amnesty when a black man goes on a run for 20? When a black man goes on a run for 20 years, you don't give him amnesty. All right. So what I think is I think you got a guy in here who no matter what you bring up, this nigga gonna have a problem with it. You know, you got some type of people. No matter what you bring up, no matter what you say, this nigga gonna have a problem with it.
Preach! 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 That's what I'm asking. No, you ain't. Everybody settle down now. Settle down. That's cool. We like how.
Now you got these niggas arguing. All right. So first he's talking to the people on the stage, then somebody says something to him in the audience, and then now they're arguing.
Everybody, settle. Preach! 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 That's what I'm asking. No, you ain't. Everybody settle down now. Settle down. That's cool. We like having conversation. That's why I love
You know what?
this. This is why I love this. You know, this is a real conversation. It needs to tamp down, but yes. All right, hold up. Hey, fellas, chill out for a second. Chill out for a second now. Fellas, chill out.
You know
It's like,
what?
god damn, niggas are in suits and shit. Like, damn, bro, we in suits and shit. Nigga, we dressed up and we still arguing like that. Then you supposed to put on your inside, your suit voice. Nigga, where's your suit voice at? Where my gun line at?
We got us the gun line. Tell them about the gun line, boss.
The gun line is when a nigga in a suit, you can't act like you got on jeans and fucking Timberlands, nigga. That's the gun line. Relax. The suit's supposed to make, you know what I'm saying? It's supposed to make the gentleman come out in your ass, man. Hey, yo, pause. It's supposed to, you know what I'm saying? It's supposed to calm you down. I can't even raise my voice because I got a suit on. My suit's too tight for me to raise voices and make drastic movements, nigga. Like I'm on some smooth, calm shit. I got shoes on, dog. You know what I'm saying? This nigga in there sounded like he got on overalls. These are old niggas. These niggas older than me. That word, man.
Here's the thing, sir. I love, guess what? He cares. They all care. Everyone in here cares, but the problem is when it's yelling and screaming. When it's yelling and screaming, we don't make progress.
Nigga said I had to check that, brother. This nigga just, you know what this sounds like? This sounds like a nigga fighting for attention, dog. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like you kind of fighting for attention, man. All the attention is all the way up there. You trying to bring the attention to where you at by being the loudest and starting shit.
Hey, here's all I'll say. You know, when I answer a question, I try to answer the question with details. A lot of times in politics, people like to throw talking points. I'm not going to give you talking points. I'll give you details. And so that's the thing right there. I think to that brother all the way in the back in the blue shirt, all he's saying is, how is it that you're concerned about deporting people who are in the country illegally, but if there's a felon on the run, they're not concerned about what it is to send him back to jail. They do that immediately. And so we have to have these real conversations. People have come into our country illegally. They broke the law to come in. You gotta send them home. Period. Full stop.
Yo, you know what I hate? And I developed this from corrections. There was a deputy warden, man. And every time she got on the radio and she called one of her captains or whoever it was, she said, immediately, report to the DEP's office. And I used to always say, ain't no fucking E in the beginning of immediately. God damn it. I hate that shit. Where the fuck you get E? Maybe we should just change it and put an E in front of the shit. Cause you niggas double E that shit. Immediate. Like, what the fuck does that look like? Like, write it down and look at it and read it, nigga. Fuck you get this immediately. Just immediately, goddammit.
Stop. That's it.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Once again, we might not agree. We might not agree with all of the answers, but they are here to speak and to have the conversation. Where is he? I need you, my friend, in the black hat, to come to a microphone right here in the middle. Sir, it's in the middle, right there. And again, I ask that people speak with respect and kindness and a conversational tone.
Hello.
Respect, kindness, and conversational tone. I like that.
Hey, first of all, there's a certain amount of pride we have in Mr. Donalds and Mr. Hunt and Mr. Steele and where you guys are, what you accomplished to get where you are. There's subtlety. You talked about a nuanced argument about a number of things. But, I mean, people are making passionate arguments saying this stuff is about to break down in a fight. That's fine.
They don't want to do that.
We don't want to do that. I'm first generation American. My family's from Jamaica. My mom was an illegal immigrant that I just found out about when I was 25 years old after I got married. Okay? And she paid for me to go through Georgia Tech, and I've got my frat brother there from Emory behind us, right? And so there was a certain personal value system or sort of enclosed value system that could be described as conservative, okay? Right? That belongs to our family, right? And then there's...
So, all right, let me, because I know it's probably a little dry. So what this dude is saying, basically, is that there was a vote to have a statue put back up of a black mammy accepting a white baby from a white person. So he was like, yo, they had a vote on should they put the shit back up, and two of you niggas up there voted yes. So that's what this long drawn out speech is. I guess he's laying the ground of his background, which is higher education. and everything. And he's like, yo, like, why would you do that? And he used a reference point of, I don't believe Jews would do that with like some like Nazi shit. Like they'd want to put something resembling Hitler or whatever up on the motherfucker. I was like, you know what? He's got a point. But then they answer it, and after they answer it, I'm gonna take you to Brooklyn Saints page.
I mean, a part of that value system is Christianity and all that. There's like some dissonance, I think, when we hear the comment I made earlier was there was a vote about the representative, the local representative, that brought up an amendment to the defense bill to reinstate a Confederate monument that has a depiction of a mammy receiving a white baby from a Confederate soldier, right? On the other side, it's a base, sort of a circular bas relief, a 32-foot high monument that's supposed to be replaced, or that's supposed to be reinstalled in Arlington National Cemetery, right? And of the 4 people that voted to have that reinstalled, 3 of them, 2 of them on the stage, 3 of them are black Republicans, right? Of the 4 black Republicans, 3 of them voted to yay on that.
Now you see the brother puffing his puffing his cigar. Like, yeah, nigga, I want mammy back. I want mammy to watch them Jesus white babies. You see the way this nigga sitting up there? He like, yeah, nigga, I did it. I gotta take a still picture. I gotta crop this out. He's sitting there like, yeah, nigga, I did it. Oh man, life is a fucking comedy reel, man. I'm telling you. Look at this nigga here. He like, yeah, nigga, I did it. I wish her big ass fucking head helmet wasn't in the goddamn way. Cut her ass out. Bitch, get out of here. Yeah, bring this down some more. Cut this nigga out too. He like, yeah, nigga, I did it. This shit is funny. Comedy, man. Yo, I like this. This shit's funny.
Vote almost passed. Something like 206 to 192. There's a certain dignity, like if you make the same analog to the Jewish community, there's no way you would say we're going to put up monuments to revere Nazism or the Desert Fox or Hitler or Rommel or anybody else from that era. I don't understand, from descendants of black slaves, why you think that isn't a principled position. So I think when we talk about to black men, it seems deceptive to come in here and talk about issues and then vote what seemingly isn't based on principle. Don't talk about history. History is recorded in books.
Let's go.
Wow.
We got us the gun line. Tell them about the gun line, boss.
Wow. So you get what he's saying. He's like, listen, you basically in unsophisticated nigga talk. Don't you niggas come up in here talking all that bullshit and you voting to bring up mammy statues back and shit. Right? Basically what he's fucking saying. And he like, nigga, I don't give a fuck. He like, I don't give a fuck, nigga. He is. He's about to say, I don't give a fuck. He said that shit should make you stronger, nigga. The niggas that made it, seeing that shit every fucking day when they walked over there, that shit made them stronger. So maybe it'll make you niggas stronger. That's what he about to say. But not in the way I said it, though. Look, he putting his cigar down.
Go ahead and let him address it. Thank you.
That's fine. I appreciate it. Mrs. Steele.
Thank you very much. That was a fantastic articulated question, sir. Thank you very much. And that it is absolutely not lost on me. I opened up talking about my family and the history of this country because I'm well aware of our past. I'm well aware of our checkered past. I told y'all about my brother, sister, and I all going to West Point. Sage, your father, uncle, all went to West Point. And you can
West Point. That shit's supposed to be the shit, right? The only way I heard about that, I heard of that on Power. West Point or some shit. Oh, it's a military academy. West Point is notorious for being very selective with an 11% acceptance rate. Those admitted are expected to have stellar academics, strong leadership skills, and be in peak physical condition to keep up with the school's intense military training. Oh shit. Oh man. Regarding admissions, West Point is looking for students with excellent grades, phenomenal critical, like I said, phenomenal critical thinking skills, and athleticism necessary to meet the demands of West Point rigorous military training. To be accepted, you need a 3.7 to 4.0 GPA. You can go to West Point without joining the Army. You can receive acceptance to West Point without joining the Army. However, in lieu of this, you will need to receive a formal nomination from an appointed U.S. representative, senator, or vice president of the United States. So then obviously it's a no, motherfucker. That mean, you got to be one of his kids, nigga, and for him to say no, you don't got to go to the Army. God damn. West Point is a military academy with a high reputation for excellence. Damn. Given the number of successful alums and the dedication to academics and military duty, it still serves the same purpose it did all those years ago in the American Civil War. Oh, shit. Damn. Damn. Hey, man. Shit, look. So this what these niggas here went. Yeah, whenever you mix military in it, I'm private military, but I know whenever you mix military in it, man, motherfuckers, what the fuck? Look at this bitch, looks crazy. Bitch, why, why is she bleeding? Uh, damn, this is crazy. The fuck? A graduated cadet bleeds after being hit by a hat tossed in the air at the end of 2023 graduation ceremony at the United States Military Academy. Shit, damn. This motherfucker met this bitch. United States President Kamala Harris congratulates GOAT Cadet Isaac Jefferson. Isaac Jefferson Dixon. What a name. During the 2023 graduation ceremony at the United States Military Academy. Why is he considered the GOAT? Vice President and Brigadier General Shane Reeves congratulates GOAT. Yeah, you could tell Brigadier General Reeves. He got a little bar up here. How the fuck did he get all the way up there? Congratulations to this brother. Why they call him Goat? Who is this? Who the fuck is this? I want to know why they call him the Goat. Like, you know why they call Goat, who was lowest ranking cadet, and this year was class with Isaac Jefferson Dixon. What? I don't understand. Hold on. I'm gonna go to this shit. I just need to understand why they calling this guy the Goat. Always, I'm always trying to figure shit out. All right, so da 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 da. Toward the end of the graduation ceremony, graduates burst into cheers at the announcement of the GOAT, who was the lowest ranking cadet, and this year it was class of 2022, Isaac Jefferson Dixon. And by tradition, he received nearly $1,000 from his classmate. So the GOAT, who is the lowest ranking cadet, yeah, all right, whatever. I don't get it. All right, so these dudes went to West Point. That's very very impressive. Um, shit, I want to go to West Point.
Imagine my parents sending three black kids up to West Point. And of course, the monuments and buildings and streets and everything, they're named after prominent generals and prominent former presidents that have done great things for the country. There's Eisenhower Barracks, there's MacArthur Barracks, there's General Patton statue. And then of course, there's Robert E. Lee Barracks. Robert E. Lee, the Confederate general that fought against the rights of people that look like me. Wesley Hunt, for a year, spent a year living in Robert E. Lee Barracks. Every single day that I walked beneath that threshold, I looked up and saw that name and thought to myself, damn, this is a great country. Because only in America do you have three black children matriculate through the premier leadership institution of the entire world and graduate from there and live in a barracks named after a Confederate general. Only in America. And if it were named anything differently, I wouldn't have that perspective. I have no idea. I had to walk beneath that threshold and read the plaque of who Robert E. Lee was and what he stood for and what he did and where we were as a country at that time. And if it were named anything different, or if you changed the name on it, I wouldn't be the person I am today. It gave me an appreciation for this country. Do you think I support the Confederacy? Don't kid yourself. Of course I don't. Excuse me? Of course I don't.
That nigga said something. I couldn't hear what he said. He said something.
See, this is what happened to you last time. This is what happened to you last time. I'm trying to have a nuanced conversation.
In case you couldn't hear this guy's telling him you don't forget where you're from.
The point I'm making is that I actually do understand where I came from. I totally recognize the value of that. And what I want to say is, at no point in time will I ever be a victim. That's why I'm sitting here right now. And
I tell your mama you ain't shit.
At no point in time will I be a victim. That is what Franklin E. Frazier talks about in his book. That's what St. Michael breaks down. Victimhood. Right? Now keep that fresh in your mind. Keep this fresh in your mind what he says, right? Back just a little bit.
I actually do understand where I came from. I totally recognize the value of that. And what I want to say is, at no point in time will I ever be a victim. That's why I'm sitting here right now. And I don't care what the name of the statue was, and I don't care what the name of the building is. I don't care what the name of the building is because I am not.
I think we had security. I need you to talk with respect. My goodness, this is not kindergarten.
Yeah, shout out to the nigga shack. You let the niggas in the building. All right. Now, we just saw what just happened there. Right.
Very bottom of this pit, some who have climbed to the middle of this pit, and some that have climbed even further up, right? But what I'm saying is that there's only 9% today who are going to climb completely out of the pit, right? And receive the reward at the end of that climbing. And so, how does one climb all the way out of the pit, you may ask? The answer is easy, but the action takes much effort. And the answer is you have to stop being a black person. And how do you do that? By not continuing to do what black people are known to do.
How do we feel about that? How do we feel about that? Stop being a black person, stop being known, uh, stop continuing to do what black people are known to do. What are black people known to do? Well, according to social media, this. Let's do negatives and positives. Black people are known to be great at uh, everything, and they're known to be bad at everything. Yeah, you got some black people, man, that are just fucking phenomenal, man. You know, and you got some black people that are just fucking like, what the hell? What the fuck are you doing? Why do you do that? Like, and I think that goes across the board with everybody. You got some Asians, some Indians, you got some white folk, people are like, why would you do that? Got some white folk, man, they just turn to meth heads and just, whatever, rock out, have babies and just fight and drink in bars and shit. All right? It's not just black people. So by saying that, my question is does every race have a pit? Or is it just black people? I think every race has a pit. But I think black people's pit may be unique to them because you have a deeper history of what put them there, right? I don't think any other race has been enslaved to the capacity of blacks, right? You had the Jews that were. I don't even think they were enslaved. I think they were just fucking in a camp and killed, bro. Like they ain't even use them as servants and no shit like that. They just like they were POWs. They ain't even like yo. I actually was doing some research on that shit, and it was fucked up. It was fucked up, man. No if and buts about it. It was fucked up, right? And but the difference is there's a difference. The difference between the Holocaust and slavery is one, it went on for a number of centuries more. Another difference is their native language, religion, their whole fucking everything about them was changed. Family structures broken and changed. Like I said, the native language, they didn't even fucking speak their language anymore. They didn't have their traditions were lost, the culture was lost, the religion was lost. Some families were lost, and it just continued for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. So that's the difference between that and between slavery and the Holocaust. I guess the endurance and severity. Um, they were starved and gassed and executed. In the Holocaust, black people were hung, uh, curbed, burnt, raped, pulled apart, uh, given birth to babies and just had the babies just taken from them to go off and be slaves. Like it's a lot. Like, yo, if niggas would have ever hit the revenge button, bro, that's why I understand why things are the way they are. Why certain things aren't being taught in school anymore. Why certain things aren't being shown on TV anymore. Because the the type of people that are out today, uh, August 5th, 2024, if they were to consume the knowledge of what really went on, it'd be a problem, dog. Because they got just the right mixture of ignorance and I don't give a fuck attitude. They got the right amount of a wild, ignorant, I don't give a fuck attitude having motherfucker. You give that nigga a cause? You give Pookie and Ray Ray a cause, nigga. Give them something that they can actually feel like they would be martyrs. That their name would ring for decades. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. These niggas in Chicago be taking bullets like it's a fucking vaccine shot. Nigga. Yeah, yeah, they get shot, clap the hell up. I seen a nigga 14 years old, shot once, tased twice, all in the same day within 2 minutes. And that nigga was still running. Motherfucker got shot in the neck. A 5.56, 5.56 round. Nigga fine today. Just got a little raspy voice. Nigga fucking wrapped his neck up, ran and got in somebody's car, and they drove him to the hospital. What nigga, what type of blood you got that shit had to automatically start clotting like faster than that's some Wolverine shit, nigga. You get shot in the neck with a fucking AK-47, and you make it to the hospital. It don't hit the spine. That shit hit. It shit. That's crazy. It wasn't a graze neither. It wasn't a graze. Like that shit was like in the middle of the nigga's neck, bro. How the fuck? Unless the niggas bought some cheap old ass rounds. I don't know, but still, nigga. So yeah, in summary, I believe that there's a pit for every human being, every race. There's a pit, right? But let's continue with this greatness here, man.
And why would you want to do that? Because what black people are known to do has shown over and over and over to not work, right? It hasn't worked in creating good relationships. It hasn't worked in building positive communities. It hasn't worked in achieving better education. It hasn't worked in promoting better health. It hasn't worked in
Shout out to the fried chicken and watermelon.
raising better women. It hasn't
I'm still in that Brooklyn Saint. You gonna see that shit on one of my thumbnails, nigga. You gonna see that shit on one of my thumbnails. Yeah, bitch. You look at this bitch here. You can't tell this whole nothing. Good God Almighty. Look at this one here. Whoo-wee. Blonde hair. You can't tell her nothing, man. She look like she's saying some shit, right? Look at how her lips is. Uh-huh. Yeah, you can't tell her nothing.
worked in raising better men. It hasn't worked in creating a better life today. It
Wait. This nigga, I see him. I think of the name
better life today. It just hasn't
Glocktavius.
in raising better men.
1999, baby. Glocktavius. Hold on, I gotta take this too. This is what come to mind when I hear, yeah, she fucking with Glocktavius. This is Glocktavius right here. Got a Glock tattooed on his fucking hip and shit. This this is the nigga you don't want to give a cause to. This. You give that nigga a reason to go wild and ape shit. Nigga, we gotta go wild and ape shit, nigga, cause we gotta do it for the future, nigga. We gotta do it for they trying to wipe us out. Yo, they trying to kill all the. You give that nigga a cause. If you can infect his mind, you just sit him in a chair to show him images. Show him images. Sit him in an upright, hard seat chair with a glass of water, and you just show him images of the way white people toss babies to alligators, and you know how they raped the women and stole the babies and flooded the all the fucked up shit they do. You show that nigga images. Don't not even words. You show him images for 30 minutes, nigga. You- Man, listen. He ain't gonna see he gonna see shit completely different because all he knows is the street. You show him some shit about a cause, and he could resonate with that cause. Man, listen, you don't want to do that. That's why I understand why they change shit and move shit a certain way. One day these niggas is gonna wake up. It was written. Dead ass. It dead ass was written. If you look up Willie Lynch's making of a slave, that was one of their fears. The brain always comes back to its original state. Always comes back to fix itself. And he said, man, when that shit come back, it's over. He said that shit the last part of the letter, man.
And it hasn't worked in creating a better life today. It just hasn't worked. And so when something has shown itself over and over and over not to work, then what does the critically thinking person do? They do something else. And what does the crazy person do?
Same shit.
They continue doing the same exact thing and then hoping for a different outcome. And so, which of these do the blacks in America fall under? The critically thinking or the crazy? You tell me. And so, the job of the 9% is to escape from all of these unproductive ideas, unproductive beliefs, unproductive habits, and unproductive character traits that you have inherited from your foreparents. That's your job.
My internet, my rules. Introducing My Home from Verizon.
This is the caterpillar into the butterfly, the black consciousness into the new consciousness. Now listen closely because I want you to look at this from a very specific angle right now. Now answer this. What has happened when you have found yourself facing a very tough time in your life? Maybe you've experienced some type of hard breakup or some type of divorce, or maybe you caught up with a drug or alcohol addiction or any type of adversity that really seemed to have set you back. Now, if you didn't rise above that situation, then what happened? You remained down low in a low state. That's the pit, right? That's the caterpillar. And we all know that the caterpillar is preparing to become a butterfly. Just as these low situations are preparing the old human or the old person to emerge into a new human or a new person. Understand? And so the adversities are necessary for the growth because they create the necessary circumstances for correcting the character, modifying the mindset, or perfecting the personality.
Now, he's talking about the adversities merge you from those three different states, right? And here is where this gentleman was talking.
Will I ever be a victim? That's why I'm sitting here. The point I'm making is that I actually do understand where I came from. I totally recognize the value of that. And what I want to say is, at no point in time will I ever be a victim. That's why I'm sitting here right now. And I don't care what the name of the statue was, and I don't care what the name of the building is.
So, when I saw this, I thought about what we just listened to from Brooklyn Saint, right? And I said, yo, you know what? That's crazy. This is exactly what he was talking about. The gentleman up here, the black Republicans, the guy that's speaking, he said he went to his fucking school and he walked in the barracks every day of where they had a statue of General Robert Lee, who fought against the freeing of slaves, right? And he said, he could have looked at it and felt a certain way, but he looked at it and he was like, damn, this is a great fucking country. This nigga ain't want slaves to be freed. And here I am going to one of the best schools in the fucking country. And now you see the gentleman in the back of the room. He represented the victim mind state. Black that don't want to change. That's always in the victim state. That's always saying, yo, it's these fucking cops. Da, 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 da. Like, you see that shit all over, bro. All over. Like, one of my good friends, Noel. Shout out to you. But he told us this funny story of him being in Flatbush. And while he was in Flatbush, I think he was with a girl, and he said these cops pulled up to the curb, hopped out, ran down on him, and just threw this nigga on the ground. And the reason I'm laughing is because shit like that always happens to this nigga Noel, man. Yo, this nigga's life is a fucking comedy, is a stand-up comedy skit. There's always some wild shit happening with this nigga. He got into a fight with a Jew one time in the street. Yeah. Yo, it's always some wild shit with this dude. But anyway, he was upset that this fucking cop came and tackles him. He said they tackled. Yo, they fucking tackled me, man. And all this shit. And then they were like, "Oh man, I'm sorry, man. I thought you had a gun." And, da, 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 da. And so he was highly upset about that because the conversation, the basis of the conversation was the police patrolling the ghetto when they had the stop and frisk thing going on. And I supported the stop and frisk. Spanish dude supported the stop and frisk, but Noel didn't. And the basis for Noel not supporting stop and frisk was because he got tackled. But I'm like, bro, if they had stop and frisk, you wouldn't have got tackled. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't have got tackled. They would have approached you and been like, yo, stop and frisk, pat frisk, whatever, and use this. Now, my thing is, a lot of people were against stop and frisk. Why? Why? Check this out, right? If you're in a neighborhood, say you're in a neighborhood and everybody after 8 o'clock carry knives, right? We carry knives. And we stab and rob anybody that comes down this fucking block. Every day after 7. To prevent the community from being stabbed and robbed after 7 o'clock, they put police there. Well, guess what happened? They learn where the police go, how long they're on this block, how long they're on that block, and they started maneuvering around that. Next move, stop and frisk. Now they're going to randomly just pull motherfuckers aside and frisk them. Why would you get upset that they pulled you aside to frisk you? You know you're in a neighborhood that at 7 o'clock niggas get fucking stabbed or robbed. Why are you upset? Oh, it's racist. They don't do it in the white neighborhoods. Are they stabbing and robbing niggas after 7 over there? No. So what the fuck is the problem? Well, like, what kind of question is that? What kind of question is that? That's not a common sense question. That's a feelings based question. Oh, they always, it's a dangerous neighborhood. The cops aren't doing their job. All right, yo, stop and frisk at this time to this time. Stop all the niggas over there because they're getting robbed, stabbed, shot, and da da da. Oh, they're stopping and frisking us. Oh, it's not over. They're not doing it in that neighborhood. Yo, my man, make up your fucking mind. Oh, yeah, they need more police out here to shoot them. It's crazy. More police out here. Oh, the police, they're all out here. They, they're making me feel like a prisoner and this and that and this not. We all ain't the. Listen, man, what the fuck do you want, man? Defund the police. Nigga, you ain't tough enough to live in a fucking place where there's no police, nigga. You ain't. You're not tough enough to live in a place. You're not crafty enough. You're not cold hearted enough to live in a place where there's no police, nigga. You bait. Fuck you mean no? You don't want defund the police. You don't want police around here. What's gonna happen to you? Dumb shit, bro.
I don't care what they want to build it is because I am not.
I think we had security. I need you to talk with respect. My goodness, this is not kindergarten.
I'm getting it.
Come to the microphone calmly. There's a microphone. There's a microphone. There's many people upstairs too. We're trying our best.
She ran with the mic.
You can't yell. We're trying. We're trying to have you calmly. Okay. There's a young man up there. Do you have a question?
Okay, so here's the deal. Hold on, here's the deal now. The fundamental situation right now is, do you want to have a conversation or do you want to yell from the back?
Hi, I'm Mike Gitlin. I wanted to welcome you to a new edition of Capital Ideas podcast. This is going to be an unscripted look.
But the mic was here, but Wesley's talking and he starts yelling. If you want to have a conversation, you got to have a conversation. You can't shout over each other. That's not a
There are
conversation.
several
That's
topics.
just yelling.
There are several topics that we should cover. I think they gave a few minutes to that. I think we should continue. Let me ask this young man if he has a question calmly. There's 56 different topics. We're trying. Let me give this young man a chance. Did you have a question? Did you have a question?
Listen, I'm just going to speak gears for a little bit. Listen, my name is Raymond Tatum, and I'm a disabled combat veteran.
Thank you for
So
your
what I want you to understand that I think this country is a great country.
Yes, sir.
Now, but my question to you guys is this: to Biden and Trump. Dr. King said at the tail end of his life, he said, we're going to Washington to get our check. You understand? So now, what is your position on reparations?
Thank you. Great question. Thank you. And if we could all be quiet and let them answer. Thank you. Thank you.
I'll be direct. First of all, I'll be direct with you. I'll be.
Shit. The reparations conversation. Wow. See, because me, I don't give a fuck about reparations personally. I mean, the reason being, the people who should have got them, the majority of them aren't here. Honestly, the people who should have gotten reparations, they're not here. You know what I'm saying? Um, the majority of them. You still got some motherfuckers 80, 90 years old, 70 years old. You know, you still got that old group, you know what I mean? Ain't nobody here 20, 24, 25, 20 years old, 30 years old that was going through that. Right? And there's going to be a lot of fucking gold chains bought, a lot of fucking Cadillacs. What's the other shit? What's that new shit? Hellcats, fucking Balenciagas and Christian Dior's. If I could take my reparations, if say they did, I would want my reparations in the forms of dividends. BlackRock. I don't want cash up front. I want lifetime dividends from BlackRock. Why? I'd want BlackRock to cut me a check. How many years? 400 years. Give me 4% of BlackRock earnings every year of their fucking whole earnings for the year. Now I know you're like, what the fuck are you talking about? Let me show you what I'm talking about. Let me show you right now. You're gonna be like, holy shit. Yeah, holy shit.
A protein treat. Ain't gonna work.
Well, protein bars aren't very fun.
All right, look, if you're a mod on Reddit, you're not going to be able to handle this video. I've gotten banned from Reddit like 10 times because I showed up and asked you homos a simple question and y'all can't answer it, so you ban me. So if you spend a lot of time on Reddit, we already know you wear women's clothes. We know your wife has a boyfriend, and we know you drive a Prius. So just click off. You're not going to like this video. Now for the rest of you, straight dudes, giga chads, can we talk? Why are video games gay now? If you look at the front page of Xbox Game Pass, forces that are trying to shape our society right now, BlackRock.
This is why I would take mine in fucking 4% of their earnings every year. Polo, Ralph Lauren, Whole Foods, Comcast, Nvidia, EA Sports, Qualcomm, Morgan Stanley, Pfizer, UPS, Microsoft, Apple, IBM, Walt Disney, Kraft, McDonald's, 3M, Delta, American Airlines, Cisco, Costco, BlackRock, Coca-Cola, AT&T, Johnson and Johnson, GE, McAfee, Expedia, Metro PCS, all of this. Yeah, I want a piece of all of this. Cigna, Facebook. Facebook, they have Instagram and Snapchat as well. I want all of this. MetLife. I want all of this. Procter and Gamble, Chevron, Prudential, Merck, Wells Fargo. That is what I want. That's what I want. That's how I would take mine reparations. Oh yeah. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? What? Could you blame me?
What's up? We don't want to hear Jim Crow stuff. Listen, I'm gonna be direct with you. I don't believe in reparations. I don't. Well, then you don't believe in the black community. That's bad. I will tell you, brother in the hat with the glasses on, that's not true. What I will tell you is that there's a question if you're gonna get into the full economics of reparations right now. Question number one, of all black people in the country, how many of them are actually descendants of slaves? Because you've had a lot of immigration over the last 100 years in America. Of American slavery. There was slavery in the Caribbean. The one brother came up, he said that he's first generation of the brother in the Kango because his parents came from Jamaica. My grandmother is from Jamaica. So my grandmother is Jamaican. I know exactly what you're talking about. My mother was born in the United States. I'm born in the United States. So this is a fundamental question. You a black man, I'm a black man. Am I eligible for reparations right now? I would say the answer is no, I'm not. Because my family is from Jamaica. My father is Panamanian. His grandparents were born in Panama. My father immigrated to the United States. So does that make me eligible? So you got to go through all of that. That's step one. Step number two, slavery under federal law was ended in 1865. The Jim Crow era ended, obviously, with the 64 Civil Rights Act, the 65 Voting Rights, etc. The fundamental question is, you've now had 3 generations of black people come up in the United States. As a black kid today, does he get reparations? Third question. Oh, well, hold on now. Third question. You got a lot of other people in the United States. Asians, are they responsible for the cost of the slave trade? No, because they're of Asian descent. People of Indian descent. People who are Hispanic in the United States are the largest growing population in the United States. And of course, the dominant population is still the white population. But even in that, it's not just Southern whites that were plantation owners from their grandfathers. So if you're going to talk about reparations today, what you're talking about is taking money from other Americans, which rightly the pain and the toil that did happen in America through slavery, through Jim Crow, but now you're asking Americans today and in the future to pay that bill. Is it that bill? Is it their bill, Americans today, to pay? I'll ask you a slightly different question, because it's not reparations. It's about Joe Biden's student loan bailout. And I'm not going off, but it's a comparison point. 2/3 of the American people did not go to college. Is it okay for Joe Biden to say, well, we're going to forgive student loans, even though 2/3 did not go to college? Is it now the debt burden of the 2/3 of the American people that did not go? I will tell you.
Nope.
The answer is no. People may not like that, but that's the reality. And brother, I want to be respectful of you.
Speaking of that, I love my brain. I do. I love my brain. I'm going to show you why. Boo, 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 boo. Check this out.
Anxiety that once I
Look at this. Should we have to pay for this?
$1,000, and that balance has since grown to 238,000. I loved being in the classroom, but teacher explained to me there was never a person that sat down and said, hey, here's how you're gonna pay for college.
That means over time, we're growing further and further in debt due to these inequitable systems.
I
What?
originally borrowed $203,000, and that balance has since grown to 238,000. I loved being in the classroom, but teachers just do not make enough money to survive in LA.
So she borrowed $203,000 to turn around and say, yeah, but this shit don't pay enough. Now her bill's 238 grand. She can't pay for it. She wants it to be erased. What? 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 Hold up. We ain't done. Hold up. Look. Why? There's more.
Ended up with a master's degree and then a doctorate, and then I became a principal, which is pretty much the highest position you can be at a school. And I'm still not making enough money to pay my student loan debt balance.
Now, did you start? So you borrowed the money, you got the degree, you started working, and you haven't even started paying it back yet. It just because you borrowed 203 and it grew to 238, so you haven't been paying it back. So you want them to completely erase it for you. And if they don't, it's a racist system. Hold on, there's more.
I feel stuck between a rock and a hard place when I'm talking to my students about their plans for their post-secondary education goals. I'm teaching them to navigate the system in a way that I wasn't taught, but I'm still
education. But now we still got this debt though.
Yeah, you still got the debt. That's how that works. That's that's how that works. You borrowed money to get something that will help you get a job that you just had to have. So now they gave you the thing to get the job. You got the job, and now you're like, shit. I still got this debt. Yeah, you still got this debt, bitch. What the fuck you think this is? Oh, wait, there's more.
anything less than full debt cancellation is a loss, especially for the most marginalized.
You know, listen, me. The most educated woman in the United States is who? Becky. Becky is the most educated woman in this country. Do you hear Becky on here complaining about student loan debt? Becky got student loan debt. Oh, believe that. She got that motherfucking debt. Uh huh. Oh, yeah. She got that debt. But I only see Keisha, shout out to AC. I only see, I only, and I kind of want to change that too. I want to come up with my own name. But I only see the black chicks talking about, anything less than full debt cancellation is a loss, especially to the most marginalized. How? If Becky could go and get a degree, if Becky could owe 200,000 pay it, why can't you owe 200,000 pay it? If Becky went for a job that paid her 180 grand, say no, let's say Becky started off 100 grand. She owes 200 in student loan. Over 3 years, now she's making 110. Over 10 years, now Becky's making like 120. Over 15 years, Becky making 170. So over 15 years, she's been paying off her 200. Why you can't do that? Because you want to buy all of this bullshit. Because you want to buy all this bullshit. But there's more. Hold on. And they're laughing about this shit.
How much debt do you have? You want to?
We gonna talk about this? Okay, yeah, I'm not ashamed. So let's talk about it. I have.
You know, this not being ashamed, and I'm loud, and I'm proud of this fucking fuck up. That shit needs to die. All right, start it again.
Okay, yeah, I'm not ashamed. So let's talk about it. I have 250K in student loan debt. I am a PhD and I'm now working, and I told you I was working at Harvard, and I'm part-time, and I'm not going to be able to pay back 250K.
Let's just start with the you work part time shit. You borrowed $250,000 and you only working part time. You're a PhD. I'm a PhD. Shout out to Kevin Samuels. You're a PhD. Look at this bitch. I borrowed 250,000 and I'm not gonna be able to pay it back. Really? You know what? Yo. Yo, this is crazy. Check this shit out. What I just found, B. Oh my god. Oh shit. Oh motherfucker. Look at this. All right. Student loan payment calculator, right? Uh $250,000. Right? All right. What's the payment? This guy paid $2,600 a month, nigga. What? What? The total lifetime the total lifetime cost of your student loans would be $313,234 paid over 10 years. Holy shit. Holy shit, dog. That's a mortgage right there. That's a mortgage right there, man. And that's the motherfucking what do you call it? That's the fucking yo. That's the net. That is $1,305 every paycheck. This is a child support alimony check right here. When bitches divorce niggas, this the type of shit they get monthly. Got me wondering if they just be divorcing rich niggas because they want to pay off that fucking debt. I don't know. It's crazy, bro. You what? 250. Her shit 2,600. So what's Shorty? Shorty got 238,000 that she even started paying off yet. 238,000. What are we talking about? She got to pay 2,400, 2,500. She gonna pay 300,000 back over 10 years. So let's say they move it to 20 years. So 1,500 for 20 years, you're gonna pay 366. God dang. Yo. PhD bitches are broke. You see how they be trying to fucking scam niggas? Like they got all this money. Were you a PhD? I see why you looking for a fucking man. Yeah. Now we see, fellas. Now we see. Man, if you don't get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Mm. Wow. That's crazy.
I just addressed it. I said no, and now I'm giving my answer. And here's the thing. So here's what I'm gonna say, because and I want to thank you for your service. Because what's coming up in the room is it's taking you too long to answer. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you want Vice President Harris to talk about Venn diagrams and then tell you yeah, okay, yes? Is that what we're gonna do? Do you want Joe Biden to not even be able to answer your question because he won't get into the details of this? Because the reality is you have a lot of people who will throw out talking points because it sounds good, because they want your vote. They're not going to do what's necessary to make sure that you're successful in this country. And I want to be clear, and this is not to be disrespectful of the man, because you are a man, and I love you, and I respect you, and I honor you for everything you've done for this country.
And I can appreciate that, but now listen, you said a lot. You said a lot in answering my question. But there's a bill that's been pending in Congress for decades called H.R. 40 to put it in front of some people to answer those questions that answer that you just gave me.
I know the bill you're talking about. Yeah. I think your colleague out of Texas has it right now, Sheila Jackson Lee. I think that's her bill. I think that's the study bill. What I'm gonna tell you to that bill is, and I'm gonna be super blunt, and we're gonna be real political now.
All right.
When Joe Biden came into office, Nancy Pelosi was Speaker of the House. If the Democrats wanted to have a study on reparations, they had the opportunity to do that because Nancy had the votes in the House. That bill didn't come up. I don't remember Chuck Schumer saying we need to study this bill in the Senate. It did not come up. So we need to talk real about this now. From a political standpoint, because the history of our country is a painful history. But from a political standpoint, we have too many politicians who want to use the pain of our history for political gain today. I'm not going to do that with you, brother. I'm going to talk directly to the issue with you.
Okay, thank you. And sir, thank you again for those questions. Cecilia has the microphone. Again, questions, not statements, please. Respectful.
No statement. I respect you, gentlemen. I am a Democrat. I want to ask both of you, why did both of you vote stimulus package, the infrastructure bill, and would you support any white fellas like you support President Trump?
I'll tell you why. Go ahead. I'll tell you why. Hey, sir, I'll tell you why. Because right now this country is running a $35 trillion debt. 35 trillion. We have, with a T, sir, with a T, we are running an annual $2 trillion debt annually. And we're bringing in 11 million people here in the last couple of years. Hey, sir, we ain't got it. We can't afford it. And if we're going to actually have a substantive conversation about where the economy is going to be moving forward, we can't just cut spending. We can't just talk about infrastructure. We have to grow our way out of it as well. So we are in trouble. Yeah. We are in trouble. This is the worst debt to revenue ratio that we have had since World War II, sir. This is a problem. The greatest existential threat to this country, to my children, to our children's children, is this debt that we're going to pass on to them. And at some point, we can't afford it. In the next decade, you went through our Social Security, Byron and I ain't gonna get it. It becomes insolvent because we can't afford it. Healthcare costs, we can't afford it. And the point that we're trying to make right now is this: we can't do all these things and have 11 million people enter our country. We voted against it not because we don't want to take care of you. Of course we do. But you want to know what's more important than me? My children. I am not going to pass this debt on to them. And there's only a handful of us in Congress that want to take that very, very tough vote and say, enough's enough. I get it. I want it all, sir. I want it all, too. I want it all. I wish we could have it all. But that's not where we're at right now in this country.
You know, $32 trillion. The only way to pay this, I'm about to break it down for you right now. What I'm about to say, it will not happen because greed is too powerful. It won't happen. Greed is too powerful. But I will say this. All right, 760. All right. All right, so 24 million. All right. Damn. God. Okay. So 34. Damn it. Shit. That didn't work. 34. What is this? 1, 2, 3. All right. So 34 trillion divided by 24 million. All right. All right. So we'll take that number. We'll times this by 24,480,000. So we need go back one. So we need 1,388,868. You would need 1.3 million from every millionaire and up to pay off the debt at one time. You would need 1.3 million from every millionaire and up to pay off the $34 trillion debt. Now, to the billionaires, there's 760 billionaires. That 1.3 million, that ain't gonna hurt them. They'll spend that on a fucking car, on a fucking yacht. But if you could get 1.3 million from every millionaire and up, you could pay off the debt. If you took whatever what that would be, get the greatest mathematicians in the world to say how long would it take for every millionaire and billionaire to pay off the $1 trillion debt. You know what I'm saying? How much would it be for 10 years? Right? Now, you could say from every billionaire, take 10% of their wealth and throw that in the pot. For every millionaire, you take 10% of their wealth, throw that in the pot. Then every other person take 10% of their income and throw that in the pot. See how much that is, right? And then you start from there. Everybody chip in, man. You know what I'm saying? Like if everybody could pay that at one time, 1.3 million, everybody could pay that. Now, uh, uh, the millionaires, how would it be fair to them? Well, one, you're operating here, right? They need to give them some form of something back, you know. But we could get rid of this fucking debt, but no, everybody's selfish. These wives, these wives who collected hundreds of millions from their husbands, yeah, these bitches getting there too. You know what I'm saying, but the shit can be paid off. How do we not accrue more after you paid this off? Stop letting motherfuckers in, get motherfuckers out. Uh, I would suggest to give motherfuckers a break on say everybody that got a backyard. Listen, man, you grow a certain vegetable or whatever, certain shit in your yard, you know what I mean, to help out your neighborhood will give you a break on your fucking taxes or whatever. What I don't know. I didn't go to school for this shit, but this is just from a fucking grunt head motherfucker just thinking, all right, if we really want to take care of this problem, we get everybody together in one shot and just knock this shit out. How would this country be if we had no debt? I don't know, really. But yeah, man, I'm about to call it a wrap, man. I hope you guys enjoyed. Shout out to anybody that stayed for this long. I'm gonna holler at y'all on the next one. Did it stop? No, it's still recording, man. I'm trying to end this shit. Let me see something. In the broadcast.